Hello, my name is Alexandra and I want to welcome you to your daily reading for Saturday, the 6th of October 2018. I hope you are well. The moon, it's in Virgo, here where I live. So I'm using this beautiful bell, which is associated with the earth element. Just to tune in to the energy of the day. It's so supple. Let's shuffle the cards a little. I've already shuffled them quite well. And I'm going to choose 3 cards. Universe, Source, Spirit. Show me the energies and messages for Saturday, the 6th of October 2018. Let's look. Beautiful Zillich Tarot. 1 card. Here comes another. This one. All right. The moon at the bottom of the deck. This card doesn't appear very often, and I find it absolutely beautiful. Look at this. And definitely a Scorpio here, not a Cancer. Let's look at the energies for the day. We have the Lovers, Ace of Cups, wow, Handful of Wands, wow. Definitely for some of you this is the day when you get married. Lots of love, lots of celebration and getting together. Beautiful energy. It's been a month since my wedding, so I'm still in the mood. Honeymoon hasn't ended yet. Okay, so we have 1 major arcana, which is the Lovers. You can see 2 silhouettes here, and they are quite different, as you can see. One is very fiery and yellow, and the other is cool and blue, but when they mix together they create a new color, green, which is the color of a heart chakra. So it is definitely about meeting of 2 different elements and creating something new out of it, something new that is based in love. You can see 2 kids walking out of this beautiful green area that is also filled with kind of a flower or flame or grape. I feel there's great potential here and great fertility. It's fertility. And you can see this little baby has a moon here. This one doesn't. So there's meeting here, and look how similar those cards are. Can you see this? There's also here meeting of 2 different elements in fire. This is Venus in Aries card, 4 of Wands. So it talks about meeting between masculine and feminine. The feminine is coming to the masculine and is letting the masculine love and adore the femininity, but also the femininity recognizes the masculinity, and I think it's eager to know it better, to get on with him. And the card is called Completion. So it's like the concept that I don't quite support, and I generally don't like this aspect, that we are halves of souls. I know this concept is very popular. All the twin flame agenda is based on it, that we are only half of the soul and another half is living somewhere in the world and is waiting there for us to be discovered, and joined. I think this myth is a source of multitude of sorrow and illusion and dissatisfaction with life generally. Because when you first it requires of you to think about yourself, that you're not enough, that you're not full, that you're not the whole. It means you're not enough. When you're not whole, you're not enough for this world. So how to be happy being not enough? It's not possible. Another thing is that it requires you to think that there's only one person in the world matching you. And your goal is to find them. How cruel is this in a world where over 6 billion people live? How am I supposed to find that one? It's not possible. It's highly improbable. Highly. So it's like cutting your chances severely for happy, fulfilled life with someone. I always say there are a multitude of people you can create your life with in a beautiful way. How much more supporting this idea is. So, of course you can disagree with me. I'm not saying I have the final truth in the world. That's just my point of view. I try to be very efficient in my views. I look at the world. I look at my thoughts about it, at the way I see it, at the way I notice it, at the way I perceive it, and I analyze whether it is supportive for me or not. And if not, then it's just a notion and I can change it. That's how happiness is created. I think I will make another video about the concept of twin flames and soulmates, as you call it. These are not the same, I know that. And I can agree that there is something like a soulmate, at least in my philosophy. But twin flame is something I rather discard, because it can really, from what I see, it creates so much pain in people. It only creates pain. It also creates abusive behavior, very often. And no matter whether you're a chaser or a runner, whatever you call it, there's a very big field for abuse here. But okay, this is just a rant, and I know I wasn't supposed to talk about it, but I think it's an interesting topic, and I want to really make a video on it. So what I want to see in Four of Wands is rather recognizing the possibility and opportunity in meeting the other, which is quite different than I, with my fullness, with my wholeness, I still can learn, and I can still make my life better by knowing the other, by intertwining my energy with theirs. by intermingling our energies, our hands, our bodies, our spirits, our souls, our emotions, something beautiful comes out of the two. So this reading is very much about the two, right? We have two people here, meeting, recognizing that, oh, look, we are different. What is beautiful here in this card is that this beautiful green heart chakra color, which is not present here, but Ace of Cups is all about heart. It's an open heart, overflowing with love. So in this card, you see that the beautiful creative force of heart is enhanced and very strong when the two meet, because both their creative hearts meet and create something new, something third. That's why 3 is about creativity, the Empress card. So you meet and you celebrate the meeting with someone. It can also be the meeting between two different parts of your personality. It can be the meeting between the masculine and the feminine, or how some people say, the divine masculine and the divine feminine within you. Because we all, no matter if we are a man, a woman, or someone else, we have those elements within. And that's why I also don't like when you think and when you feel that you're only one part of it. Well, I'm only feminine, and the other saying, no, I'm only masculine. I'm masculine. You're both. There's abundance in it. Why do people want to cut themselves off this abundance? I'm not sure why. Again, question to you. Perhaps you know. So it can be within you, but it also can be about the meeting of the other and recognizing and being happy with it. There's happiness in this card. It's one of the most happy cards in the deck. Perhaps it's not visible here, but well. And what enables us to meet the other is the open heart. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, the heart overflowing. And seeing your life as a gift, and seeing your emotions as a gift, and seeing this open heart as a gift. Because the heart doesn't have to overflow with love. For example, for me, it wasn't happening for years. My heart was closed because I was discarding some of my emotions. And that's what happens when you don't let the flow of emotions through your heart. It just closes. But it closes not only for sadness and sorrow and anger and all the emotions that are called negative, which is not true. They are not negative. They are just unpleasant or difficult. They are not bad. There's no such a thing as bad emotion. It can be difficult. It can be hard. It can be embarrassing for some reason, but it's not bad. It's showing you something. It's teaching you something. It's bringing you some very important information. So when you close your heart to these emotions, you also, because the heart is a channel for emotions. When you close it, no emotion will flow. When there is no sadness, there is no joy. When there is no anger, there is no compassion. And when there is no fear, there is no love. That's interesting. The opposite of love isn't hate, it's fear. But fear is also telling us something very important. It's part of us. So when you open your heart to everything, you can feel everything. And you can feel life to the fullness. And this day is about enabling you to meet the other. With all their differences, which may be perceived as dangerous. But when your heart is open, when you let your emotions flow, It won't overwhelm you. It will enable you to see beautiful things in others, and perhaps also similarities, because this card is somewhat symmetrical. You see it? Not very much, but somewhat. These blue waves are very much like these yellow flames. They are different, but they are also similar. So, what's reflecting in the other? And what do I reflect to the other? And is, and this is the biggest notion of all, what I'm going to say. Is this duality real? Or is it just an illusion that I can overcome with my open heart and see everything as one? As 6 say, ek konkar, we are one. One divine, supreme reality. I feel you can take a big step to discovering it or feeling it by your heart. Thank you very much for your attention, and I hope I see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.